Everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Janice. Today I put together Christmas in July video. These are adorable, easy, and fun to make, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, for this one we're going to use some cardboard and this little tag I made out of some gift box, like cardboard kind of thing. And I'm going to use this from Dollar Tree. I used it before, I'm going to use it again. Now I'm just going to take my pencil and just kind of freehand a snowman shape. And the good thing about using your pencil, you can erase your mistakes because I didn't like what I drew, so I'm going to go ahead and erase it and try again. So this project doesn't cost you much, basically zero. You should have these supplies at your house. Now, if you don't have a frame, you can always pick up one from Dollar Tree. Now I'm just going to cut out that snowman shape. Now, because it's cardboard, I'm going to go ahead and remove the front piece of it. I'm using a Cricut tool to help me. What I did notice that if you just kind of like wet it a little bit, it'll come off easier. So I'm going to finish the rest off camera. So because it's a snowman, obviously we're going to go ahead and paint it all white. So I'm just going to use this brush. It makes it easier to get in between. I also made a nose out of some cardboard and I'm going to paint that red. I'm going to take that snowman and just glue it down to the sign. So now I'm going to place the nose on the snowman and it's going to be going upward. I use my black marker and just create his mouth. Now I'm going to use some pink paint to create some rosy cheeks. This is such an easy little DIY. Anybody can make this. I love snowman. Do you guys like snowman? I know a lot of people like gingerbread. I don't mind the gingerbread, but if I was to decorate, I'd probably most likely use a snowman DIY or something. Now, because it was raining outside, I didn't want to go look for twigs or anything like that. So I'm just going to use, for his arms, I just pulled them off of one of Dollar Tree's little winter pick or something and just painted it brown. Just going to glue it to the side. Now I'm going to use Dollar Tree snowflake stickers. I'm just going to place down 2. Now we're going to create some snow, take it back with my paintbrush with some white paint, just add a few little dots here and there. I'm going to take that tag that I cut out and just going to use my black marker and write out, snow is in the air. Now I'm just going to glue it to the sign. Now I also created a little scarf around the snowman's neck. Just took a little piece of fabric from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what happened to that piece, but this is what it looks like with the little scarf on, and this is how it turned out. All right, for this one, we're going to use a Dollar Tree frame. I used it before, but Dollar Tree ran out. So these clear ornaments came from Michael's, but Hobby Lobby carries them as well for 50% off. Craft paper from Hobby Lobby. This card came from Dollar Tree. We're going to make something really adorable. I'm going to start off by painting this frame white. Took about 2 coats to cover it. And Dollar Tree ran out of these frames. Usually they have tons of them, but I couldn't find any. Now I'm going to take the back of the frame and just take that craft paper and place it on top. Just going to trace it and cut it out. Now it's cut out. I'm just going to place it right on top of that back and glue it down with my glue gun. Now I'm going to take that clear ornament and that little card, place the ornament right on top because I need to trace out that little snowman. Now I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. This is perfect if you don't have a printer and you just want to make a little cute little DIY. Check out Dollar Tree's little cards. Sometimes you can find some really adorable ones. Now I'm just going to glue that little snowman right down to that craft paper. I'm going to use the glue stick to place it down. Now I'm going to take some of that fake snow from Dollar Tree and just going to sprinkle a little bit inside before I place the ornament on top. Now I'm just going to add some glue around the snowman and then place the ornament right over the top. Normally I would use like super glue or something like that, but I didn't want to play with the super glue today. You know what happened to me last time. But the glue held pretty well. Now I want to use this braided rope from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to glue it all around that little ornament. I think it makes it look really adorable. It gives it some character as well. Now I'm just going to make a little shoelace bow out of the same material, and then I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of the ornament. Now I'm going to put everything back together, place it inside the frame. So I wanted to add just a little bit of greenery in the corner. So just pulled a couple picks apart and just going to glue it to the corner. And then I have this trim ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm also going to create a little shoelace bow out of the red trim and place it in the middle of the greenery. And that is it for this project. And look how adorable this came out. I love this one. It's so cute. I'm going to use this Believe word that I got from Dollar Tree. I was going to use that piece of wood, but I decided to use something bigger. I'm going to use these pretty mini bows, clear ornaments. Some came from Hobby Lobby and some came from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to use some fake snow. I'm going to use 5 ornaments. So the first thing I want to do is remove all the caps from the ornament, and then I'm going to use a spoon to place in some fake snow on all 5 of the ornaments. Now I'm going to take those little mini bows and I'm going to use the red bows on all 5 of the ornaments. Just going to glue them down. Now I'm going to use this shelf that I got from Dollar Tree. It had some jute twine wrapped around it. I just took it off. Just going to place down some glue and place down those ornaments. And I'm just going to use this as a stand, a base for the ornaments. Now originally I was going to place some red ornaments on top, but the ones that I had were too small, so change of plans. Now I'm going to take this pretty ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby and I'm just going to glue it to the bottom of the base. This one comes out really pretty and super easy, and it's really nice, like you could place it anywhere in your house. It gives your house some color. Now I made this little tiny Santa hat and just used Dollar Tree items. I think it was a Santa hat I used. Just cut a little piece out and glued it together. I'm going to place it right on top of the middle ornament. Now you can decorate any way you like. I just cut a little pick apart and just added a few pieces here and there. Now this metal believe sign, I'm just going to glue it to the front of the sign. And the only thing that I added off camera was a little bit of green and white ribbon on top of 2 of the ornaments. That's it for this project. Okay, for this one, we're going to make a frosted frame. I picked this wood up from Hobby Lobby, and these cute gift boxes are from Dollar Tree, and the frame's from Dollar Tree. I picked this up from Walmart. It's a frosted glass spray. We're going to use that on the frame. This is the other side of the gift box. It's cute as well. Now I'm going to remove the back of the frame because I'm going to place it right on top of that gift box and use my pencil to trace it. So now I have my pencil line. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the box. Now I took it back and cut down those little wood pieces, and I'm just going to paint it black. Now they're dry, I'm just going to place them right inside that frame. And this one really fits in there like snug. I didn't really have to place any glue down for that one. Using my ruler to make sure that, you know, it's even. It's really kind of hard to see, especially when you have your camera above your head, and I can't really get in there. So, and then I'm going to place down the other 2 separate pieces and make sure I have that even as well. Now this frame that I picked up from Dollar Tree, for some reason this one feels very heavy. It's like not like the normal frames you get at Dollar Tree. It's kind of feels like it's like a thicker type of frame. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think it's different. Just going to place a little glue and hold it in place. Now I'm going to take the gift box and just place it back into the frame and then close it up. Now this one comes out really cute. I really like this one. If I did a better job with the frosting, because you'll see I did it in my house, which was a boo-boo. Anyways, now I have it in place. Now I'm going to take that spray, and because it was cold and raining outside, I couldn't do it outside. So I figured really couldn't smell that bad, could it? I don't know. It's the first time using it. So I went ahead and started spraying it, and it was going well until I started to really get a good whiff of it. And then I was like, oh, and I sprayed it too hard in the corner. My whole house smelled like it. But it really came out cute though. Look how nice it looks. I love the frosted look. For this one, we're going to take a Dollar Tree chalkboard little sign and these little gift bags. You get 3 for the price of 1, $50. And we're going to make a 2-sided little table decor. Now I want it to look like it has a stain, so I'm going to use some brown paint, and I'm going to paint both sides, front and back. Now I'm going to use a baby wipe and wipe off some of that paint to make it look like a really pretty stain. This is going to be a really cute little table decor. It's very simple, but it really comes out adorable. Now I'm going to pick which one I want to place in front and which one I want to place in back. I really like this one. This one is my first choice. So I'm going to place this one in front. Just going to remove the little ribbon and stuff in front and cut it down. So now I have it cut. Now I'm going to place it on top of that little chalkboard sign. And I just need to place a little mark so I know where to cut it. Now all I'm going to do is place it inside. I'm just going to use some hot glue. It holds pretty well. I don't need to use any Mod Podge or anything like that. Kind of hard to make it fit perfectly to cut it, you know what I mean? But it's okay. We're going to use some baker's twine and we're going to make it really cute. So I'm going to do the other side as well. So I decided to use the gnome. I'm going to use that for the back. and I'm just going to cut it the same way. So now I have it cut out. Just going to do the same thing. Place some hot glue inside and place it inside, and there you go. Have a really cute little table decor, but we're not done yet. I want to fix the outside trim. I'm going to use some baker's twine. I'm using the red and white baker's twine. I'm just going to hot glue it inside the frame to hide any imperfection. Plus, it makes it look really adorable. I'm going to do the other side off camera. Just going to do the front for you guys. And this is what it looks like with the baker's twine wrapped inside. Looks really adorable. Now you can decorate this any way you like. I decided to use a few little pine cones in front. And it's really adorable and super easy. And this is what they look like, the front and back. You got two separate little signs. How adorable. This next one, we're going to take a Dollar Tree sign. I picked up this little sled from Michael's, and I'm going to be using these little deer I picked up last year from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using the back of the sign. I'm going to try to remove all the staples and back. Now I went ahead and placed down some washi tape around the edges of the sign because I want it to look like it has like a frame. Now I'm going to go ahead and start painting it. I'm going to paint it white. Now I'm going to remove the washi tape, and look how nice it came out. Looks like a little frame. Perfect. Now I'm just going to paint the sled red. It's Christmas red. No, it's crimson red. Yeah, crimson red paint. Michael's had so many wood ornaments, and I bought this there, and I think it was under like $2 or something like that. So adorable. Now for the deer, I'm going to go ahead and paint them all brown, and then use a baby wipe because I want it to be very light brown. I only had 3 left. I bought these last year at Hobby Lobby. I know they still sell them. Now I'm just going to wipe them down with a baby wipe, and it makes it look like a stain, but it looks really nice, I think. Now because the deer have like holes, and I didn't want to use any spackle or anything like that, I'm going to use these little stickers from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to place them right over the hole. Kind of looks cool. Now I got this like trim ribbon, I guess what it's called at Hobby Lobby. And all I'm going to do is wrap the red piece around the deer just to give it some color. Now I use my Cricut and I'm going to place down the vinyl. However, the vinyl always fights with me, but you get the idea. This is what it's going to say at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and try to place down as much as I can. Now I also created Ho 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 on my Cricut machine in red vinyl. Place that down as well. I've been to Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's, and you know what? Totally forgot to get the new vinyl. Oh well, gonna use the Dollar Tree today. So now I'm going to lay everything out on the board. So this way, before I glue anything down, I want to make sure it's the way I want it to be. So once I have it the way I like it, I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. This one came out really cute. I love it. I couldn't find a little Santa or anything to place inside the sleigh, but it's still cute. I love the way it came out. I hope you guys are enjoying the video today. I really enjoyed making them. I love what I made today, and I hope you do too. And this is how the project turned out. Super cute. All right, last DIY, grab 2 frames from Dollar Tree. Gonna use some scrap paper from Hobby Lobby. This tree came from Dollar Tree. These came from Michael's. They're adorable. If you can't find them or don't want them, you can always pick up these tags from Dollar Tree. They have a Santa as well. Gonna make a really cute vintage signed little piece of cardboard as well. So I'm gonna paint both the signs with antique parchment. And I'm going to use a little sponge from Dollar Tree to apply it. Makes it easier. I figured I'd throw a vintage craft in this video because I know a lot of people like vintage Christmas DIYs, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. So now everything's dry. I'm going to place the craft paper right on top of the large frame, and it's going to cover the actual whole entire frame. And I'm just going to use my fingers to create some creases and cut it out. Now I'm going to place some hot glue down and place the craft paper right over the top. Now this craft paper came from Hobby Lobby in a book, and I believe I got this last year. I'm not sure if they still carry it or not. Now I'm going to take the small frame and do the same thing. I'm going to grab the craft paper, flip over the back and trace it and cut it out. This one's going to fit inside as well. I went with 2 different craft papers because I think they complement each other, especially trying to create something that's vintage. Now I'm just going to cut out that craft paper and I'm going to hot glue it to the back of the sign. I'm going to hot glue it to the back of the frame. God, I'm so tired. I've been working on this all morning. Look how pretty it looks. I like this craft paper. It's so pretty. All right, so I'm going to open up to see what's inside because I'm not sure. I see the Santa in front, but I don't know what else is inside. I was quite surprised when I opened it up. I mean, there's so many things in here. You have Santa, you have the little deer, and I think it's worth it. I'm not sure what I paid for it, but I know it's not too expensive. And like I said, if you don't want to buy this or can't find it, you can always use the tags from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Santa. Now these tags from Dollar Tree, it has a vintage Santa. You can always pick those up. I think you can use those in a DIY. I think they're really cute. I'm going to pick this Santa and place it down on the frame. I'm going to use the glue stick. Now I was going to write out some words, but I found this in there and I thought it would look really cute on this little piece of cardboard. I'm going to use the glue stick to place it in back and place it on that little cardboard, cut over anything that's hanging on the side, and then I'm going to glue it right on top of that frame. Look how cute it looks. I really like the way it turned out. Now I'm going to take the small frame and hot glue it to the large frame. I love it. It looks so pretty. I did make a little bow and I used 2 different bows and made the tail out of something else. I'm going to place it in the corner and then I'm going to use that Dollar Tree Christmas tree And we're going to take that and place it in the corner at the bottom. Just going to hot glue it down. Now I wanted to add some red to the Christmas tree. I'm going to glue on some red pit berries, just a few. Guys, let me know if you have a favorite in the comments below. I think it came out amazing. I really love this one. What do you guys think? Do you like this one? We're going to take this split ornament from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. So it's like $1.50. Little gift bags from Dollar Tree. I was going to use it, but I decided to use something different. And then a snowflake from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the snowflake with some agave paint. Then I'm going to take this ornament from Dollar Tree. It's a white snowflake. And I'm going to place it right over the wood snowflake. This is something you can leave out all winter long. Now to place it on top, I'm just going to use my glue gun. I think it held pretty well. You can use super glue or anything like that if you want a permanent hold. Well, it doesn't really line up perfectly with the snowflake, but I still think it looks really pretty. The combination doesn't have to line up. Now here's the gift bag I'm going to use. I used it before, the other half of it actually. And the reason why is because the colors. The other one, it had like a dark green and red and stuff like that. And I didn't want to make the snowflake green or red. So I'm just going to cut it out. And then I'm going to place that round ornament right on top and trace it. Now I have my circle. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. Now all I'm going to do is place it down in the middle of the snowflake and just glue it down. And you can see the colors match so well. That's the reason why I picked this gift bag. Now before I place the ornament over the top, I'm going to add a little bit of the fake snow inside, just a little bit. Now I'm going to place some glue around the gift bag and then place the ornament right over the top. Now, if you want a permanent hold, you can use some E6000 or super glue or something like that. I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree snowflake stickers. I'm just going to place them on the outside of the snowflake. Now, this is optional. You don't have to use the snowflakes, but I thought it looked really pretty. Now, I'm going to create a hanger and place it right through the existing hole. Now this silver string came from one of the gift bags and I'm just going to go ahead and use it. Now you can leave this out all winter long. And look how nice it came out. It's so adorable. I love the way this turned out. Let me know what you guys think. The next project, we're going to take some wood ornaments from Dollar Tree. And this little hat came from Hobby Lobby. These little scarves came from Goodwill. They're like wine scarves, I believe. I used my Cricut, and this little wood piece is from Temu. Now I went ahead and painted that little wood slice white. This is the snowman that I created on my Cricut. I'm going to place it on the wood slice. It looks just like Frosty the Snowman's face. It's adorable. So I had to do it off camera because I didn't want to stick. Now I'm just going to paint the outside red. It's crimson red. And then once I paint it, I'm going to actually take a baby wipe and wipe it down because I want it to look like a stain. Now I'm going to place down some other words that I created on my Cricut. This one's going to say flurries tonight. Now this sign comes out so cute that if I seen it at a store, I definitely would have bought it. Now the other words that I'm going to lay down is going to say bundle up tonight. So cute. Now I'm going to take that little red hat, place it on top of the snowman, just glue it down a little bit in front and a little bit in back, so this way it holds in place. Now I'm going to be using one of those little scarves, and I picked the burgundy and white scarf. Just going to glue it underneath his neck and then crisscross it in front. So I made a little snowball thing for the top of his hat. Just use it out of some yarn, place it at the top. So cute. Now I needed something to raise him up, so I'm going to use this jangle block. Just place it inside the frame. Then I'm able to place down the snowman because it was sinking in, it wasn't laying right. So now I'm going to place it right over that jangle block, glue everything down. And that's it for this project. And look how adorable this came out, guys. Let me know what you think. For this one, we're going to need some cardstock. This is from Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack, different colors. I'm going to use the black for the background and this frame from Dollar Tree, the small white one. And these are rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to make something really cute. I'm going to take the frame apart, and then I'm going to take that piece of cardstock and trace the backing. Unfortunately, I was tracing the wrong backing. I wanted to trace the glass part, but that's okay. I went ahead and used that piece anyways. Now I'm going to place the glass right on top of the cardstock and trace it. This is really easy and really comes out really pretty. Something simple for your decor or on your table or anywhere around your house. I thought it was really adorable, especially all these products are from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to place the cardstock right back into the frame, close it up. Now I'm going to take the rub-on transfers and cut out what I want to place on the glass frame. I'm going to cut out Joy. I cut out 3 actually, but I couldn't fit all 3, so I just used 2 and the little house in the middle. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out what I'm going to use. I'm going to place down the Joy word first, and like I said, these are rub-on transfers. They're easy to apply, especially on glass. And just going to remove it, and then I'm going to place down the little house in the middle. Now I cut out the word faith because I was going to, like I said, use 3, but I didn't use faith. I used hope. So now I'm just going to cut out the house piece, and like I said, I'm going to place that in the middle, and then I'm just going to use the word hope. So just using 2. Like I said, it's really easy and it comes out so cute. Sorry about the light above. I know it's kind of blinding. It's like right on top. You can't really see too good, but in the end, you'll see once I start placing down some greenery at the top. I kind of move it downwards so you can see it better. Now I'm going to place down the word hope. Now you can leave it as is, but I thought it would look better with a little bit of greenery at the top. I'm just going to take 2 little pieces and glue it to the top. I also found this little pretty gold bell. I believe this is from Dollar Tree, and I'm also going to place that in the middle of the greenery. And then I found some gold fern from Dollar Tree, and I placed a little piece, right over the greenery. So here's that little gold fern, and that's pretty much it for this project. I think it came out so adorable, super easy. I hope you guys like this one. Okay, we're going to use this frame from Hobby Lobby, but Dollar Tree carries frames as well. You can use them. And this came from Hobby Lobby. I used it before. You can use Dollar Tree wood. This came from Dollar Tree, the new fabric, and this adorable card from Dollar Tree. I'm loving their cards this year. So I'm going to go ahead and give the frame a coat of white paint. Now I'm going to take that fabric and I'm going to Mod Podge it down on this little wood piece. First, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to place it on top and just cut around it first, and then place the Mod Podge down. Isn't this pretty fabric? I love it. Now I'm going to place down some Mod Podge and then place the fabric right over the top. Let it dry, and then I'm going to cut around the edges. Now I'm just going to place it right over the top. Like I said, you can use Dollar Tree wood. They have the square and the rectangle wood you can use. Now I'm going to take that card and the frame, and I'm just going to trace it so I know where I need to cut it because I want it to fit perfectly inside the frame. Now I'm going to cut the card out. So anyways, like I was saying, Dollar Tree has so many cute Christmas cards. Have you guys checked it out? I'm loving their cards this year, like I said. They're adorable, especially the snowmen. Now I'm going to take that card and glue it down to the fabric right in the middle. I love the way this one comes out. It's so simple, but so cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and hype it up. Now I'm going to place that frame right over the top and glue it down. And that is it. And look how cute this came out. I love this one. We're going to take some fabric from Dollar Tree. This is the new Christmas fabric that I found at Dollar Tree, and these little mini cones from Hobby Lobby. You get 6, I believe. I think they were under $2, 50% off. So we're going to make some really cute Christmas trees. Now I'm just going to cut out the fabric and place the little mini cones right on top with some Mod Podge. And I'm just going to wrap them with this fabric. So now I'm going to place some Mod Podge on top of the cone, and then I'm going to place it on the fabric and wrap it the best I could. If you have other ideas how to wrap this, go ahead and do that. This is the only way I could come up with. Now after I wrap it and Mod Podge it down, I'm just going to cut anything that's laying over. Just going to cut off the excess. Now this is going to be for the top tree, so I'm going to just tuck in the material underneath. This way, when I place the second one underneath, it gives it some height. Same thing to the red one. Now the second tree that's going to go underneath, I'm only going to wrap half of it because you're not going to see the top part of it. Using some wood stems that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Now for the wood stems to be able to glue to the bottom, I'm going to use a little piece of cardboard, and I just created a little circle, and I'm going to place it at the bottom of the second tree and glue it down. I'm going to place the first tree right over the second tree, and you can see how nicely it lays because of the material underneath. Now I'm going to take those wood stems and glue them to the bottom of the tree. This is such an easy, simple little cute DIY, and you can place these anywhere in your house. They're so adorable, and they're small enough to place anywhere. You can decorate these trees any way you like. I just left them simple. I like them the way they look, and this is how they turned out. We're going to take one of those arch frames from Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree just came out with some really pretty Christmas cards. They also have a Santa design, and I picked this one up. I thought it was so pretty. I'm going to make something really pretty for Christmas, and I'm going to use some fairy lights as well. Now the back of the frame has 4 screws, so you're going to need to unscrew everything to get inside, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, the reason why I picked up this pretty Christmas card, not only is because it's pretty, but because it had the same arch design I think it's going to fit perfect in this particular frame. So now I'm going to take everything apart. Now I'm going to open up the little Christmas cards, and look how pretty this is. I'm going to open it up inside so this way you can see what it says in case you're interested in buying them to send them out to your family and friends. Well, I was going to use the bottom piece as well, but you couldn't really see it, so I decided not to use it. So if you see these at Dollar Tree, don't pass them up because you can use them for a lot of cute little Christmas DIYs. This may really be simple, but this comes out really pretty. Now, I want the little fairy light. I'm going to position it where the little lantern is in the back. I'm just going to use a little piece of tape, and then I'm going to hide the rest of the lights in between the frame itself. Now, I did put down the masking tape. However, that didn't cover the lights. You have to go back and use like black electrical tape to cover up the lights because it will come through the white frame. I realized that, so I had to go back and change it. Now I'm just going to place that backing right back on and place down the little screws as well. And this is what it looks like with the light turned on. Now you can leave it as is, but I decided to add just a little bit of greenery in the corner. I just pulled a few picks apart. Just going to glue it in the corner and add a few of the red berries. And that's pretty much it for this project. And this came out so cute, and it's so easy to make. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, I hope you consider subscribing. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.